So, hello, this is Mac Nation. This is Mac is reporting. This topic today is going to be brought to you by Don'tBullshitMeNoMore.com. I don't think that's a real website, so please don't try to, put that into your toolbar. I've just been notified that it's going to be DMX versus George Zimmerman. Yes, George Zimmerman, the fucking guy who killed 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. If some of you haven't forgotten, because a lot of you was on that Trayvon Martin shit like a year or two ago, and all of a sudden it's like, who? But yeah, once again, it's a name that faded away from most of us who just did it for trending topics. Not all of you, so don't get offended over that. But a lot of people, like a lot of things, like the whole little Coney 2012 thing, a lot of people just jumped in because it was a big fucking trend. Instead of looking at the real reason why people was trying to support it or was against it or whatnot, whatever, what forth. But Trayvon Martin from Florida was gunned down after a fight with George Zimmerman, who was, I believe 28 at the time, something like that, like a 12-year difference. And he got off on self-defense. He's a free guy. And then he had a rifle, and he threatened to kill his wife, and the wife was pregnant, and I guess they're not together anymore, or whatever the case may be. And now the worst thing can possibly happen, to throw it back in our face, is that this motherfucker, George Zimmerman, is going to be in a celebrity boxing match with DMX. Okay, I have a lot of fucking problems. I have a lot of problems with this whole boxing match. Now, I'm going to start from my least worries to my biggest worries. My least worries is, why DMX? I mean, yeah, like think about it. For years and years and years, DMX has given us that tough guy image, that my dogs, all that type of shit, right? But have we ever really seen DMX as far as a fighter? I know him as a rough rider, a dog. He bark and slob a couple of times, and he smoke some crack and sniff shit and shoot up shit, and he, he wasn't a real father to his kids. Now, I love DMX. I got all his albums, all the important albums, all the important ones. His first, his second, his third, and his fourth album. Those were like the important ones. The fourth album was really fucking pushing it. It really was. But I got it because I was a huge DMX fan. But out of all my years, I never seen an altercation of DMX whipping anybody's ass. So if I'm going to support this fight, if I'm going to pay for this fight, this shit is going to be on pay-per-view. But that's my second worst. So let me keep it at the first. Why DMX? I've never seen him whip nobody's ass. He's no one that I see as a threat to George Zimmerman. Honestly, I think George Zimmerman can whip DMX's ass. And if he can't beat his ass, he'll just do what he usually do, which is that classic George Zimmerman. He'd probably pull out a fucking gun and shoot DMX down. Point blank. Now, my second least worries is, why DMX? Why not? No, it's on pay-per-view. It's on pay-per-view. This isn't fucking WrestleMania. This isn't fucking Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble or SummerSlam or no shit like that. This is George Zimmerman versus DMX. Some fucking guy who probably doing this fucking fight to get paid. Both of them doing the fight to get paid. But DMX really has nothing to lose on this shit. If he lose against George Zimmerman, they probably pay him more, which he needs the fucking money. Now, if he beat George Zimmerman, DMX probably, hopefully, wow, maybe this shit made my album sell. Maybe a couple people come on to my show. I don't know. And then he's going to get more interviews, and it's going to do something for him. So it's going to be more about the money and less about supporting Trayvon Martin and less about fighting for Trayvon. Because, believe it or not, but that trend is over. I'm sad to say that, but that whole fighting for Trayvon, support Trayvon, and Trayvon this, Trayvon that, and you know, that whole trend is over. You know, the world has moved on. The world has brought it to everyone's attention. They made it a big trend, and then the world moved on. They're more interested in Dennis Rodman over in fucking Korea, some goddamn where, you know, you know, all that bullshit. I don't know. But they're going to want you to pay. I'm pretty sure this shit probably be about 30, maybe 40, 50. Hell, they probably can go up to $70 fucking to order this PPV. You think I'm going to order it? Shit. You can kiss the black side of my ass, which is all my ass, because I'm not ordering none of that shit. I'm not going to support that, because I'm pretty sure George Zimmerman gets something out of this deal. Not only is he going to get paid to fight, but he probably have a small percentage of what we order from this PPV. Pay-per-view for some of you slow motherfuckers. I'm not going to support that. I don't want to support that. I don't need to support no shit like that. Now, to the third most least shit that I'm worried about in this whole fucking gimmick. Why DMX? At first I heard it was the game. I was like, you know what? I seen the game. He punched somebody in the face. I forgot who that was. It was somebody, and he got mad and he punched him and he fell in the bushes and all that shit. Who the fuck was that? Was it Glock 40 or Spotter Glock or Shorty Loke or Pusha T? It was some fucking body, and he punched him in the goddamn face, and they fell into the bushes or something. So I got a little something about what the game could possibly do. He got a nice right swing. He got a couple of combo punches, and if you're close to a bush, the game has the advantage. I got that. I didn't get that shit from DMX. I've seen DMX fight in a movie, the one with Jet Li or Jackie Chan or Leah, Left Eye, all the motherfuckers in it. I've seen that, and I really didn't like the way he, I don't know what the fuck he did. I mean, if this was DMX from Belly, I probably, yeah, get him, go get him. You know, I probably would agree with that shit. Get him, get that motherfucker. But this DMX, you know, this DMX is all skinny, he's old, he looked like a retired crackhead, but he coming back for one more piece of crack. That's not the DMX I really want to see against George Zimmerman. I want a healthy, strong, black motherfucker to beat the shit out of George Zimmerman. That's what I would pay to see. I would honestly pay to see that shit. I don't give a fuck who was supporting. I would pay to see him get his ass whipped. DMX cannot give him a good enough ass whipping that I would support and that I would pay to fucking see. You know, like, the game, yeah, okay, cool. I would see that. I would want to see that. I think the game really have a lot of aggression in him, and probably have a lot of whip that. Put Stone Cold Steve Austin in that motherfucker. But they're not going to do that because that'll be white on. What the fuck is George Zimmerman? What is he? Latino? Is he Mexican? Is he what? What? I don't. Hispanic? He's something. See, that won't fit right. So you can tell it's still in a black versus George Zimmerman type of image. because they're gonna, whoever faced George Zimmerman is going to be a black man. Period. It's going to be a black man. So that's another reason why you shouldn't even order this fucking PPV. You shouldn't even hype this shit up. You shouldn't even do none of that bullshit, because it's always going to be black versus George Zimmerman. They're not going to put Stone Cold against George Zimmerman. I would actually like to see that, though. But they wouldn't put that. They're not going to put goddamn Jean-Claude Van Damme against George Zimmerman. They're not going to put Jackie Chan versus George Zimmerman, because that race had nothing to do with what George Zimmerman is basically popular for. You know, like, why DMX? That question is going to go in and out of this fucking video. Why DMX? That was my dog a long time. He was everybody's dog for a long time. But why DMX? Why now? Why? He's fucking 40-something years old. George Zimmerman is still younger. George Zimmerman looked healthier. And George Zimmerman got more to benefit off of this shit than DMX would ever have. Why DMX? Give me someone else. Give me Mike Tyson. I would take Mike Tyson right now. Mike Tyson probably be bloated as a bitch, but the motherfucker is still crazy. And if you throw in his mind, that's the motherfucker who shot and killed Trayvon Martin. I believe Mike Tyson gonna do a lot more than bite off a fucking ear. He might bite off a nose. He might rip off some balls. He might shove it back up his ass and say, this is for Trayvon Martian. Like, you know, Mike don't really know what the fuck is going on. But he will have the right, you know, aggressiveness that I would want to see going into this fucking fight. It's going to be a horrible fucking fight. DMX not even in shape to do this shit. Like, what the fuck? But like they said, only thing that keeping me in mind about DMX whooping ass is because, like they said, you can't beat a crackhead. Don't play with a crackhead. You can't outrun a crackhead. You can't catch a crackhead. You can't outfight the motherfuckers if they really want that money. If they know their goal to smoke more crack is to get that money after this fight, that ain't gonna work. DMX probably win. DMX gonna do everything he can to win. I do believe that. But also, DMX is a crackhead. Dr. Phil didn't talk to him. That did nothing. What's the girl from Fix My Life? The lady that looked like she's some kin to Diana Ross. I don't know her name. I don't watch that shit. But I did see the episode with DMX in it. DMX don't give a fuck. He got paid to be there. He showed up and he act like a normal crackhead and he left after stirring some shit up. But he's not a fighter. I never seen him fight. Never. Give me someone else. Now, moving to my fourth reason why you shouldn't order this fucking pay-per-view. It's because we're making George Zimmerman even a bigger fucking celebrity. We're making him a bigger celebrity than he's ever fucking been. We're making it look like, hey, his whole life is going to be... I wouldn't be surprised if he come out with a talk show after this. I wouldn't be surprised if CNN or TNT or TBS or somebody give this motherfucker a talk show. Fox News probably give him a fucking talk show to make sure George Zimmerman does not die out. He's not going to die out. He's going to do whatever he can. He'll probably be in TV shows. He'll probably be in movies in the upcoming future. If we let this piece of shit, this pay-per-view, this fighting shit, go way to the extreme where people are talking about it, where it's going to be in the media. It's going to be in the media. That's already set and done. CNN's going to talk about after this shit is out. I'm understanding it's supposed to go down March 1st when you can order the pay-per-view of DM. Why DMX? Why? Give me Suge Knight. Even though Suge Knight got his ass whooped the last time we've seen him in a fight, but I would still take Suge Knight over George. You know what? Never mind. Oh, never mind. I won't. Because I don't know what's going on with Suge Knight right now. I haven't even seen this motherfucker right now. Give me No. Give me Roy Jones Jr. Give me someone that you know is really going to punish this mother. I don't see punishment in DMX. I see survival. I see DMX surviving enough to collect the money and buy more crack. Hopefully this does good. He come out with a new album, which isn't going to do shit, but he's hoping it's going to sell. Of course, he's going to be on the Breakfast Club. He's going to be on Hot 97 and all this shit, talking to all these people, you know, getting paid to do interviews. That's the whole plan. Me, like I said, I'm not buying it. I might look at it on like some type of, you know, pay-per-view online first row type of internet website thing that, you know, I might look at it that way, but I'm not paying my motherfucking money to watch that shit. I'm pretty sure World Star Hip Hop will have it, the whole fucking fight, you know, uploaded at some point soon. I'm pretty sure. Or you might be able to catch it right here on YouTube or on Facebook or wherever the fuck they're going to do it at. But you people, save your money. Don't support this shit. Because if this works, if this goes out and blow out of proportion, who knows what the next move might be for this killing, murdering, stupid, funny-looking ass motherfucker George Zimmerman. Who knows what's going to happen? So, to all the people out there, I beg you, do not order this pay-per-view. If the rednecks want to order this shit, you know, because there's going to be people who, oh yeah, that nigger killer, he killed the nigger. And there's going to be a lot of people who's going to do that just because they know it causes attention. But if they want to buy it, let them spend their money on it. Let them be fooled. Let them be knocked the fuck out about it. But to people who really believe in, you know, die by the sword, live by the sword, die by the sword, don't order this shit. People who truly believe that he murdered this kid, an innocent kid, do not buy this shit. If you support all these people who support Trayvon Martin, I do not expect you to purchase this fucking pay-per-view at all. At all. If you want to know the ending results and read about it, okay, who fucking cares about that? If you want to see the highlights, okay, cool. But do not give your money to see this shit. Okay? I love y'all. Make sure y'all comment below. Let me know who you think should have been a good person to fight George Zimmerman. That would at least make you order it. You know, I'm thinking Trayvon Martin dad. Now, see, someone like that, I wouldn't order. I think that would be very kind of crazy. But if it was like going to a Trayvon Martin foundation or something, okay, cool. But if it was someone like Trayvon Martin's dad, his father, who, you know, got a lot of aggression to put out, got a lot of stress to put out, that's somebody who's going to try to kill this man. That's something I would want to see and order. But two negatives don't make a right. Right? But scientifically, two negatives mean positive. Two wrongs don't make a right. Got you. But yeah, comment below on who you rather see face George Zimmerman. I'll face him. Fuck DMX. Put me in a match. I'll face him. I'll make sure whatever dollar he's getting paid was not worth it. Put me in a motherfucking match. For that world title right there. For that. If you want to be the world champion. 'Cause let me tell you something, brother. These 26-inch pythons, dude. No, just joking. But no, I'll fight him. But don't order this shit. Comment below anything that have to do with George Zimmerman, DMX, the game, anything that have to do with this pay-per-view. Are you ordering it? Why are you ordering it? Why should people order it? Why shouldn't people order it? Let me know if you agree, you disagree, whatever the case may be. I love y'all, and if you support Trayvon Martin, please support this movement and make sure it doesn't move. Not the George Zimmerman movement. Don't let that move. Alright? Love y'all. And once again, piss off.